When we opened up our doors, we were in one country. We had one product. We had one distributor.
At our very first Christmas party in December of 2002, I think there were 13 employees and 6 founders sitting around a table. And I stood up and I said to everyone, this is just the beginning. And I've said that countless times ever since.
Today we have over 1 million distributors. It's an amazing position to be because you have people who are actually talking about your brand.
Starting to expand around the world now. We're in 34 countries currently. Crazy to think of where we were and where we are right now, but more importantly, where are we going?
XANGO's opened about 5 markets per year since the beginning, and we'll continue at a pace like that. The Japanese have a saying, "Hayamono ga kachi," and which means it's the fast and the aggressive that win. And at XANGO, with all of these great foundational principles, the one principle that stands out is that we move fast. We see opportunity, we take opportunity.
And so this has been set up to scale much bigger.
When we started out of the gates, there was a lot of discussion about wanting to break from the sameness of our industry.
When it came down to establishing XANGO, not only did we want to be a role model in the direct sales industry, we wanted to be the leader as to what it means to be a networking company of this century.
We've been through some phenomenal growth, and we've never had to change the core of this company because it was built right. That predictability allows our distributors to focus on growing.
In some cases, some companies would take 50, 60 years before they'd even get to this point, and we cram this in such a short amount of time, but always with in mind what's best for the business, what's best for our distributors.
I always said that if I was going to start my own company, it will have this, and it will have that, and it will have this, and I'll have that. Not until I joined XANGO did I really see all the facets of that diamond that I had as a vision of what a company should be.
Only about 12 have ever made it to a billion-dollar company, and I wanted to find one of those next billion-dollar companies, and sure enough,
XANGO holds the potential to become the largest network marketing company in the world. That would make it about a $10 billion a year company and put us into over 100 countries.
It's a company that's proven that you can count on, that still has this huge upside. I mean, we're just really getting started. You know, we've got all this worldwide expansion. We've got different product lines that we'll be coming out with as we mature as a company. So companies like XANGO are so rare that when you find them, you know, you're lucky.
We are a nutritional company, first and foremost. We're a direct sales company, but we're also a company that has a philanthropic side, a community service side, and a company that has an energy and a personality and a certain savoir-faire, if you will.
We knew every working piece of this machine that we had created. And the distributors that came in, the distributors we were talking to on the calls, they were hearing our voices. They were seeing us, not this separated founder group that no one ever had access to. We've always had a very open door policy.
I think it's pretty unique. If you bring in a distributor, you can actually kind of feel of which founder you'd like to present them to, because there's different personalities in the founders, and there's different personalities in the people that you bring in, and they all relate, you know, to somebody.
We've been working from home for over 20 years, and we've been in a couple different companies, and not once had I ever sat down with a founder or even an executive and had a personal conversation in all of those years.
I've been involved in companies whereby, you know, you can't even talk to the owners. And in XANGO, you know, I traveled with them.
They get involved and they do meetings for us, and they stay with people until the last distributor leaves the room.
And here we were, our very first night meeting Joe Morton, spending an hour and a half with him around a coffee table. Right then, I knew we had something different.
They almost wanted the distributors to succeed more than they wanted to succeed themselves.
The traveling that they do, the work they do, the caring that they do, that is what the heart of XANGO is.
People who've been in this industry for years say, we've never been treated this well in our lives. And that's what we want to do. We want to treat people with the kindness and respect that they deserve.
They started with the right intention right from the beginning.
And every successful company I've seen had substantial people behind it, but most of them have one.
My comment about the 6 founders was, my goodness, Ed, if one goes nuts, at least we have 5 other sane men.
When I saw 6 founders, I feel like I'm safe. I feel like I'm in good hands.
The way the company was put together, this is, these guys know what they're doing.
XANGO took areas of expertise from various parts of corporate America and fused them together to create what we have here today.
I've been in business over 45 years. I've run 3 companies in the past. I have never had a management team so talented, so dedicated.
Each and every one of the founders of this company has their own characteristic that helps to support each and every level of XANGO's business.
I asked them about their wives and about their kids. I remember specifically asking the group there, I said, what kind of skeletons are going to come up later that I'm going to discover?
I've never seen that. Most founders would be running out the back door so they didn't have to face distributors who had ugly questions for them. No. When you talk to a founder, they ask you this, what can we do for you?
When the head's right, the body's right.
Somebody asked me once, so where do you see XANGO going several years from now? I said, you know, another Coca-Cola.
You could come in and know that our dreams of creating the biggest, the best, the most influential company in the direct sales industry would not suppress your ability to dream and accomplish anything that you ever wanted to accomplish as an entrepreneur.